Good morning, everyone. As Mr. Toda introduced, my name is Takayuki Kawamura from Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry. This is my second time for coming to Estonia to explain about the Japanese nuclear energy policy. Last year, I mainly explained about the Japanese nuclear energy directions, about several pillars. This year, I would like to explain about some updated information about new Japanese energy strategic policy established in February 2025. And I would like to explain about the update information about Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant station. Now, I'd like to explain the presentation. This is the contents of my presentation. The first is strategic energy plan established on February 2005 and nuclear energy status. The next is nuclear energy policy and efforts of Japan. The last topic is decommissioning work of Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant station. The first, this is the Japanese electricity production by sources. Japan starts the commercial nuclear operation around 1970s, and as economic growth, energy demand is increasing. In 2010, Japan's nuclear energy share of total energy supply is around 30% in 2010. However, in 2011, Great East Japan earthquake happens, so the nuclear share was declined sharply. In 2014, the share is 0, but after that, Japan struggled to restart the nuclear power plants. In 2023, the share recovered to 5.5%, and now in 2024, the share recovered to 8.5%. This is an overview of typical Tokyo Electricity Power Company's Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant accident. It was occurred in 2011, March 11. The epicenter of the earthquake was from about 180 kilometers to the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant station. There were 3 reactors were operated in Fukushima Daiichi of 6 nuclear reactors. 3 reactors safely stopped by control rods were inserted to the reactors. However, after around 5 hours, after 1 hour happened in the earthquake, the big tsunami came to the power plant. So all cooling systems were downed. So after that, fuel rods of 3 reactors melted down, and containment vessels were breached. Hence, radioactive materials were released outside the plant. In addition, hydrogen explosion happened. So Unit 1 and Unit 3 happened explosions. So many radioactive materials were released into the air. Lessons learned from the accident of Fukushima Daiichi. Based on the lessons learned and reflections from the accident, Japan has been formulating nuclear energy policy based on the basic premise of ensuring safety. the government of Japan intends to proceed with the restart of nuclear reactors that have passed the review and inspections by nuclear regulatory authorities and have the understanding from the local communities. This is an image of the before and after of the accident. After the accident, all of existing regulations were strengthened widely. Also, some new regulations were introduced, such as severe accident, such as for preventing the severe accident, for example, or to preparing for the aircraft attack or other safety measures. This is electricity demand trend for the future in Japan. As I mentioned in the first slide, Japanese electricity demand declined year by year. However, in the future, the electricity demand will be increased because digital transformation (DX) will proceed. So in Japan, there will be constructed new built data centers and semiconductor factories. So in the future, the electricity demand will increase in 10%. And now this is the main contents of today's presentation. On February 2025, Japan established a new energy plan that's called 7th Strategic Energy Policy. 7th Strategic Energy Plan. With the expected increase in electricity demand due to the progress of DX and GX, the 7th Strategic Energy Plan was established to provide enough decarbonized electricity that matches the demand at competitive prices. Japan regard the economy as a very important issue. So government of Japan wants to provide affordable energy to the industry and communities. The major directions. This is the overall major directions. That is, maximize the use of renewable energy as our major power source, and we'll aim for a balanced power generation mix. That will contribute to the stable energy supply and decarbonization. Also, we will promote through energy efficiency improvement, while this is the most important point, maximizing the use of decarbonized power and nuclear power, renewable and nuclear power, both of which contribute to energy security. And it is essential to take a viewpoint that S+3 I mentioned in the later. We will work to minimize cost increase associated with decarbonization. So Japanese government focusing on the economic growth. This is the main contents of the new strategic energy plan. Since the accident happened, the past strategic energy plan had positioned nuclear energy as reduce its dependence as much as possible. However, usefulness of nuclear energy was recognized. So the new plan mentioned to maximize the use of both renewable energy and nuclear energy as indispensable energy source. This is the contents of the strategic plan. In the previous strategic plan, then if we are to continue to use nuclear energy, we will reduce its dependence on nuclear power as much as possible. while giving top priority to safety in nuclear power and expanding. However, a new strategic energy plan in 2025, it is essential to make maximum use of renewable energy, nuclear energy, and other power sources that contribute to energy security and have a high decarbonization effect. Also, therefore, it is extremely important to maximize the use of both renewable energy and nuclear energy, rather than engaging in dichotomous discussion about whether to use renewable energy or nuclear energy. This is the outlook for energy supply and demand. In 2022, nuclear power is only 5.6%. However, we have a target in 2040. Nuclear power will be approximately 20% in the total energy mix. And this is the image for the Japanese energy, major principle of Japanese energy. S plus 3E is a major principle of Japan's energy policy. Energy means, S means safety. As I mentioned again and again, safety is the basic premise of energy policy in Japan. No safety, no energy policy plan in Japan. And 3 is energy security, economic efficiency, and environment. Energy security is Japan's energy security is vulnerable because it's due to the geographic situation. Security is fundamental of energy policy and economic efficiency. Japanese government focusing on economic efficiency to make growth of the industry to provide affordable energy price. And the last one is environment. That means decarbonization. This map shows the current nuclear power plants operation in Japan as of the 1st of August. Now, 14 reactors highlighted in green were operated in Japan. And 4 reactors were passed the Nuclear Regulatory Authority's review. Most of plants restarting in Japan is concentrating on the west, and those were PWR, pressurized water reactors. But last November, that is very big news. In Onagawa nuclear power plants, that is this plant is BWR, boiled water reactors restarted in the first time after the accident. And now Onagawa 2 reactor and Shimane 2, those reactors are BWR reactors. So government of Japan is focusing on restarting the BWR reactors, and only 2 reactors in eastern Japan. Only 2 reactors are restarting. So the most important site is Kashiwazaki-Kariwa Nuclear Power Plant Station. So we are now trying to restart the Kashiwazaki-Kariwa Unit 6 and Unit 7. This is the overview of the Japanese updated nuclear power plant, nuclear energy plant. Now I'd like to explain about the direction of nuclear energy policy in Japan. This slide is the same of the presentation I presented last year. There are 6 pillars: all-out effort for restarting nuclear power plants, maximum use of existing reactors, and developing and construction of next-generation advanced nuclear power plants, and accelerate back-end process and maintain and strengthen supply chain. And the last one is contribute to solve solve common international solutions. The first is the all-out efforts for restarting nuclear power plants. Building reliable relationship with local community of the plant is an essential factor. And not only for making good relationship with local communities, but also making good communication with urban areas citizens. Stakeholder means very wide meaning, but it is not limited to the local communities. I understand it includes urban areas citizens. So Japan is support for local communities, for example, providing revenues and town planning, also to provide relief in the local communities. We are trying to establish the evacuation road constructions. Also to communities with all nations. Japanese government make promotion for advertisement to explain the nuclear safety, and many nuclear power companies promote the promotion for appealing the nuclear safety and their activities. And the second is maximum use of existing reactors. With a limit of Japanese regulation limits the nuclear reactors operation period for 40 years and additional 20 years. But 2 years ago, Japan revised the law, and the new law permits the exception for the years that was stop the reactors to comply with the regulatory request. So now we can operate the reactors over 60 years. That will contribute to maximize the nuclear power plant. The third is development and construction of next advanced reactors, nuclear power plants. Japan is providing many financial support for developing advanced reactors, such as fast reactors and high thermal gas reactors. Also, many private Japanese companies, nuclear developing countries, companies are working with foreign countries, mainly in the United States, to develop the SMRs. For example, BWX-300 by GE Hitachi Vernova. In the afternoon session, Mr. Sakamoto explained the detail of the developing history and detail of the BWX-300. Also, some Japanese companies joined the development program to new scale SMR. Also, Japan focusing on developing large light water reactors. So the reactors will be used in the future in Japan. Next, accelerate back-end process. For establishing nuclear fuel cycle in Japan, it's important to realize those policy. Japan is accelerate to complete of Rokkasho reprocessing plant and MOX fuel plant. And also the realizing the nuclear fuel cycle, Japan is now trying to find the final disposal site for the geographic deep geological repository. DGR, the final disposal, final high-level radionuclides will be buried in the deep ground. That depth is more than 300 meters. Now we are trying to find the appropriate site in Japan. So government of Japan is continuing discussion with all municipalities all over Japan. The fifth is maintain strengthening supply chain. Government of Japan supports domestic nuclear supplier for their overseas activities with reliable partners in overseas. Japanese nuclear supplier has excellent technologies. For example, for making the large forging, steam turbine generators, pressure vessels, and steam generators, and other nuclear-related equipment. So government support these companies, making these products, and accelerate collaboration with foreign nuclear vendors. And the last one is contribute to solve common international issues. There are many common issues in the world for promoting nuclear power plants. So government of Japan cooperate with foreign countries, like-minded countries, in the forum of G7, OECD, NEA, and IAEA. And the largest topic of nuclear energy is tripling nuclear energy in 2023, published in Dubai. Now, 31 countries joined this project, this initiative. We are now trying to expand this initiative and realize that is a very ambitious target, but we aim for realize tripling nuclear energy in 2050. Also, this is Japanese cooperation work with foreign countries. This seminar was authorized by the main organizer of one of the main organizers of this seminar was JAIF International Cooperation Center, JICC. JICC has many activities for foreign countries. This is an example of the JICC's work. And here is 2 years ago, invitation from Estonia. This picture may be Fukushima Daiichi, Fukushima site. And this is Toda-san. You can find it. Also, we support the SMR introduction with the United States. Japanese entities collaborate with the United States entities developing SMRs. The first one is New Scale SMR. Japanese company IHI, JGC, JBIC, and Tube Electric Power Company working with New Scale SMR. Also, BWR300, Hitachi Nuclear Vernova working with GE Hitachi Vernova in the United States. Sorry, it's BWR. Sorry, it's mentioned. Sorry, but don't worry. In the afternoon, Mr. Sakamoto explained correct and deep information. And this is an image of BWX300. In Canada project, Ontario, in May 2025, Government of Ontario approved the construction of first of a kind BWR300. BWR300 has many strong points. That has innovative safety system, cost reduction, shortened construction, and flexibility. This SMR plan is a top runner in the world. So all of global nuclear person is focusing to developing and developing the BWX 300. Finally, I'd like to explain about the Fukushima Daiichi decommissioning work. This is a short picture of decommissioning work, and the reason why Japanese government strongly focusing on the Fukushima Daiichi decommissioning work is this is a very important point for reconstruction of Fukushima, and it is important to reduce the overall risk to the site. So now Japan, after since the accident had 14 years, but Japan is now government of Japan and other related company in Japan working for decommissioning. There are many works in decommissioning work. The first is removal, fuel removal from the spent fuel, and retrieving fuel debris from the reactors, and treating countermeasures for containment contaminated water and discharge of ARPS treated water. Yes. This is a history of decommissioning work of Fukushima Daiichi. The first, work condition. Can you see this picture? After the accident, when the workers work in the site, they need to wear protective clothes, full Tyvek suit, wearing with masks and full Tyvek. But in 2018, they can wear the regular clothes. There are no Tyvek. And 96% of the site, they can wear the regular suits. So the radioactive level was sharply declined. That is very good news. And the second, water treatment. Japan introduced many measures. For example, to prevent the contaminated water, for groundwater bypass not to blow out to the outside of the reactors, and subdrain, and seaside wall in front of the sea, and frozen soil wall that's surrounded the reactors to prevent leaking the waters. And these works completed in frozen soil wall was completed construction of 2016. And about the ALPS treated water, in 2023, start of discharging ALPS treated water into the sea. And now we are trying to dismantling of the tanks. I explain about the detail of it. And fuel removal, spent fuel removal was the work of spent fuel removal. Unit 4 completed in 2014, and Unit 3 completed in 2021. And last one is fuel debris retrieval. In 2024 and 2025, we successfully retrieved the fuel debris from the reactors. This picture is fuel debris retrieved from the Unit 2. That was very small. The first debris is only, its weight is only 0.7 gram, and its length is less than 10 millimeters. And the second debris was only less than 0.2 grams, and the size is about 5 millimeters square. But we understand the consistence of the nuclear fuel debris. It includes some radioactive materials, for example, Europium-154, cobalt, americium, and so on. We are now trying to find physical and chemical specification of fuel debris. That will contribute to understand the specification and safety work for retrieving the fuel debris. This is the image of Alps treated water. From the contaminated water from the nuclear reactors will be cleansed by the Alps facility. And Alps treated water is stored in these storage tanks. And after diluted, the Alps treated water will be discharged to the sea. Now, there are already over 1,000 massive storage tanks on site. That leads to concerns about lack of space to build the facilities required for future decommissioning work. So now we are trying to dismantling these tanks. This is the progress of discharge of Alps storage water. In average, the discharge occasion is 7 times in the year. And currently, dismantling work on the empty tank began on February 14. 2025. So now we remove the 11 tanks. This is a picture of the dismantling. Before dismantling, there are many big and massive tanks in the site. But we remove dismantling the tanks. So we can use this space to rotate some equipment for retrieving the fuel debris. It contributes to progress the decommissioning work. Finish. Thank you very much for your attention.
Do you have any questions? Yes. Should I take the microphone? Thank you for the presentation. Really nice to see there's been big shift in the energy policy from kind of having nuclear or kind of a little bit even maybe phasing out, but now it's kind of a really important core of Japanese energy plan. So what have been the main reasons behind that shift? It's really nice to see.
Thank you for your question. Yes. In nuclear energy, the person who is in charge of nuclear energy wants to increase the nuclear share. But in the public opinion and other opinion oppose to increase the nuclear share. But for accelerating decarbonization, and we don't have enough power source, so we cannot establish the nuclear. We cannot establish energy policy without depending on nuclear energy. That's the main reason.
Good morning, Alan Takayuki from University of Tartu. Thank you. It's a very impressive plan and very comprehensive presentation. Just a small question. This fuel debris you mentioned, do you know if that's within the reactor or it's in the environment? Where is this fuel debris found that was evaluated? Thank you. That you showed the photos of the fuel debris, the non-destructive testing. That where did they find this fuel debris? Where is the location of it? Inside the reactor or outside?
Inside the reactor. Inside.
Why do you have a question? Okay. Yep.
One more.
Oh, yeah.
One more question. You're planning now the final disposal of the spent nuclear fuel, and this discussion is ongoing in the country. So my question is how the people are taking it, how are the reactions of the public, and how is the debate going in general, and what do you do to make it, push it forward?
Selecting final disposal is very difficult issues because most of Japanese doesn't want to locate final disposal site. But it's not a good explanation. But if the municipality, the head of municipality decides accepts the final disposal site, they can get many support from the government, and the local community is suffering from the deficit of the budget. So some municipality understand accepting final disposal site would be helpful for helping the budget and public support. Yes.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you for Mr. Kawamura-san and the presentation and coming to Estonia. Yeah, if we have more questions, we have enough time, the lunch time, the coffee break.